Welcome to Take 1.5 Podcast. This is your host, Min Lee. I started this YouTube podcast back in October with much anticipation and anxiety of not knowing what to do, but just having a goal to share the stories of those of us who are in between spaces to really encourage one another. I have selected highlights of each guest of season 1. I hope you enjoy. Follow us on Instagram, Spotify, Apple, and subscribe on YouTube channel. Thank you so much. And stay tuned for season 2 of Take 1.5 Podcast.
제 남편 American born Chinese인데 born에다가 ED를 붙인 거예요. 그렇다고 사람들이 막 저를 뭐라 하는 건데 쪽팔린 거예요. 나 미국 28년 살았는데 어떻게 이렇게 이럴 수가 있지?
Painting every day, it's hard to want to come home and cook, which is the first thing that you fell in love with in the first. So it's like I think you have to work on that balance too and see if you actually truly want.
왜 이 모양이야? 뭐 이런 이게 지금 부모의 이슈 때문에 아이한테 상처가 되는 말 하는 거거든요. 자기의 못다 이룬 꿈, 그 부모의 문제 때문에 아이한테 상처가 되는.
그거 이전에 이제 에미를 되게 받고 싶거든요. 에미상을. 그래서 다르게 하자. 개인적으로 그냥 계속 뿔리가 족뿔리 하는 게 재밌게.
Do you think you being a 1.5 generation in this country influenced you in any way of who you are today?
I think being a wise generation gives
I mean, let's face it, men do not do all the work. You know, they don't share the chores equally, right?
Usually, whenever you start any production, it's like everybody's rushing around. Everyone's just like, and this is very common. You'll run in, just everyone's running around, everyone's scared.
Great question, because we sometimes asked ourselves in the first few months of doing this nomad van life things like, what are we doing here? Like, why are we living in the van? And I blame the wife because
When something resonates with you, even if it makes you uncomfortable, it's like you should try to pursue it.
And we complain like how stressful it is that we have to do everything. But then this woman that I was listening to, they were complaining the opposite. Like, why are you in my way? Like, this is my own kitchen. Stay out of my kitchen. 우리는 다 해주면 너무 땡큐지.
한 번씩 이제 K-pop 아티스트들이 뉴욕에 공연을 오거든요. 뭐 태민 씨라던가 뭐 아니면 새로운 뭐 보이 그룹이라던가 이런 분들이 오시면 저희한테 연락을 해서 함께 콜라보레이션을 하자고 하세요. 그럼 이제 함께 작업을 했던 경험이 있습니다.
와, 제일 유명했던 그룹이 누구예요?
제일 유명했던 그룹이 제 생각에는 샤이니
해서 그냥 이제 포기하고 지낸다고 하시는 거예요.
지수 같은 친구가 있으면 뭔가 이렇게 둘을 엮어주는 엮어주는 친구가 될 수 있을 것 같다. 왜냐면 뭐 한국말도 잘하고 영어도 잘하고 근데 미국에서 이제 뭐 중고등학교를 다녔으니까 이런 대화를 나눈 적이 있었거든요. 그래서 그때 또 생각이 들었죠. 난 정말 여기도 저기도 아니구나. 나는 정말 그 중간 어딘가에 있구나. 이런 생각을 했던 기억이 나요.
맞아요.
문을 쾅 닫고 들어가고 밥도 안 먹고 게임에만 몰두하고 막 음악 크게 틀어놓고 엄마랑 얘기 안 하려고 그러고 그래서 얼핏 보면 사춘기인가 보다. 사춘기니까 저런가 보다 이래요. 맞아요. 애덜레슨 시기를 지나면서 그럴 수 있어요. 근데 이게 조금 더 지나가면 단절하기 시작해요.
한국어가 이제 도미넌 랭귀지로 자라는 아이들한테 하는 그 한글 교육은 중언어로 자라는 아이들한테는 맞지 않다고 생각을 하거든요.
Embarrassment is something that you forget. Like you turn around and you're like, oh, that was an embarrassing moment, but you could go on. Shame is something that you hold on to.
이런 거 막 벗어날 수 없는 그런, 그리고 이제 40대가 다 되어가는데 이루어 놓은 게 없다라는 그 기대감들도 있을 거 아니에요. 너희 부모님이 힘들게 너를 뒷바라지해서 이민까지 왔는데 진짜 성공해야지, 연봉도 이만큼 받아야 하고 유명한 작가가 돼야지, 막 이런 프레셔들이.
It gives like a really like lovely reflection of Dave because it's like he's rooted, he's Korean rooted. His first memories and flavor profiles are Korean flavors, but his training, his youth and adulthood is all here in the States and working at all different restaurants.
일을 하실 때 특히 뭐 비자 없는 분들은 영주권 없는 분들, 뭐 불체로 있는 분들은 되게 좀 이용당하는 경우도 있고 이러시잖아요. 아니면은 그 일하는 조건이 되게 안 좋다거나 네, 일을 다 한 다음에 뭐 월급을 못 받았다든지 뭐 일하는데 맨날 뭐 정말 욕을 듣거나 뭐
Kansas City Chiefs coming out of top. So I'll go for the 3.
Really? Oh, should I bet money on it? Then my younger brother and I had to figure out how to deal with the world. Dorinsa, whose core mission is simply to help others.
So a little story is that my mom would always bring back rice cakes from the markets every time she goes to the grocery store. And I would always eat these like injarmi. That was like my mom's favorite, so it became my favorite too. And whenever there's leftovers, she would freeze them, and then the next day she would like pan fry it and like we'll dip it with sugar or honey and eat it. So I have a lot of memories eating rice.
15-year-old girl that came to a different country without knowing anything, had her world completely shattered. A 39-year-old woman, she can finally say that she is free of all the resentment, all the depression, and all the sadness and the...
I don't know what my passion is. So like I felt like something was wrong with me for not knowing it, right? So I think if there are people listening who's like, oh, I wish I could follow the passion, I just don't know what it is. Something I've learned is to follow your curiosity instead, right? So curiosity is like passion is like this burning, screaming thing. Curiosity is more like a whisper.
My name is Jenna Lee Kim. I'm currently living in Jeju-do in the Republic of Korea. I was mayor of a small town.
And when I say, like let the kids be, I think that's also the time when kids start to think about, okay, what is my definition of success? What do I want to become to be happy with my life?
The way I was raised was very disciplined, and sometimes to the point where it's a little destructive. Is trying to strive for bigger and better, but for what?
Moments where they face racism or bias, we can't prevent that. So what I think we should do to help them isn't like hiding these issues from them, but it's actually...
Resilience is finding peace in the storm. No matter what goes on outside.
반드시 부모면 자녀한테 줘야 되는 게 두 가지가 있는데 첫 번째가 애정 표현, affection, 사랑이죠. 두 번째가 가르침.
추세해야 되는 거예요. 한글 학교를 갈 것인가, 스포츠 팀에서 하는 그 경기를 빠지면 안 되는데 거기를 갈 것인가. So 우리 집에서는 스포츠가 이겼어요.
It goes back to you. It
Sure.
goes back to your culture. It goes back to your story. The characters I created, like Manny the Mandarin, she's kind of like my self-doubt character.
You've achieved all the goals you wanted and then you're still unhappy, then maybe you had the wrong goal. So I had to accept the fact that I may have been in the wrong race and that I actively participated in the
thing that I've been kind of like thinking more about. Especially I think because the description for the podcast was like 영어도 잘하고 한국말도 잘하는데 둘 다 못하는, right? So like that in between space. It also made me feel a little bit more grounded in that, thinking of my language as I speak American. As
Why is your name Chong? Chingy Chong, like all that name calling. Why is your eyes like that? Why is this? Why is it smelly? And really minimize my words.
Like, if my parents ask me any existential question, I think I will cry. My dad and I got dinner once. Are you happy right now? Like, he's like, are you happy? And oh my God, I can almost cry right now. But that just made me, like, I'm so scared to cry in front of my parents.
You're different. And you can be, it's the thing that makes you special, and it's the thing that makes you seen, and it's also the thing that makes you unsure about yourself.
You know, we talk about America being a melting pot, but in the end, a lot of people have this internalized thoughts about America is a place where white people live, right?
So it wasn't hard to draw those at all. The harder things to draw were the moments of happiness. Like the moment when my mom says, oh, I signed you up for art classes in New York. It was really hard to draw that because it didn't feel, because that's what happened, but it doesn't feel real.
Now I could finally help them. This is my calling. This was my teaching that I actually learned how to do. And oh my goodness, I was so blessed that I was actually helping them. And the time when I was hiding my rice on the kimchi, the rice tart, they were doing the same thing.
Take 1.5 팟캐스트가 그 Something in the Middle 그런데 Lost People처럼
Prouder than ever being Korean. And it does kind of create some confusion internally. And I just live with that confusion.
Yes.
And it's like at the end, it is just what it is.
You know, constant conflict.
Yeah.
And
Coming here to study was not our idea. And then traveling, we knew that is what we wanted to do. And then we didn't think twice, we just did it.
My name changes everywhere I go. And you would think, oh, do Korean kids call you Chaewon then? Like, no. When I was in high school, I was a little bit older than everybody in my grade, so I didn't want them to call me Chaewon because like 싸가지 없게 형이라고 해야지.
I felt like I had no choice in coming to the States. Depression, resentment, anxiety.
돌싱글즈 시즌 4 내 출연했던 김희진, 지금은 오로라 지미 씨의 와이프.
근데 그럼 그 변화를 누가 갖고 와야 되냐? 저는 엄마 아빠가 갖고 와야 된다고 생각해요. 왜? 우리가 어른이니까.
Marriage counseling was very eye-opening because that kind of delved into the deeper part of yourself.
He wanted to say, 나 건드리면은 너 시도새도 모르게 죽여버린다. 근데 이게 영어로는 어떻게 나오면은 I kill you, nobody know. 이렇게 그냥 네 단어로 끝나버리는 거예요.
Adopting a child is like carrying on a backpack, going up on a mountain, and you started feeling the weight.
그 아이들이 막상 살아가는 삶은 그게 아니니까 거기서 오는 그런 죄책감이 굉장히 많더라고요, 아이들이.
Actually put conscious and intentional effort. So
Space industry, my 20 years with GPS.
그리고 저는 생각을 하거든요. 내가 거기에 한국어, 한국 문화의 정서적인 어떤 그 emotional bonding, attachment가 없으면 사실 그렇게 물려준다는 생각을 할 수도 없고.
미국은 어땠어? 기억나? 그때 내가 봄이라 그래서 아직도 막 뿌린다고 한국에서 갖고 온 이쁜 옷 입고 아주 뭐 얇게 입고 나가서 그날따라 눈이 오는 거야. 어머 나 트레인에서 초도 처음 줄 것 같고
한 거였어요. 혼란스럽고 나는 도대체 누구인가? 난 도대체 내가 여기 왜 있지? 그게 질문이 제일 컸던 것 같아요. 나 도대체 여기 왜 와 있는 거야?